Ready.
When last we left our heroes, you guys just completed. Whoops, wrong scroll. You guys just completed the rubble of a tower and set a spirit free, learned a new phrase, um, picked up some stuff, and I think you were about to move on to the next tower.
Correct.
Alrighty then. Which one do you want to go to next?
I guess since we haven't gone to 11, that'd probably be best so we don't have to walk all the way back around.
That's fair. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Okay. Let's see. Number 11. The walls of this thin tower are etched with intricate designs of hands and eyes. Silver light flickers from a high window above which a large carved eye animates and blinks. Part of the tower's roof is missing.
So I'm guessing that thing up there is supposed to be an eye.
Probably yes.
Unless it's rubble, basically. No, that looks like an eye. I guess we shall venture forth.
Alrighty. Let's see. Okay. Um, the floors are generally strewn with rubble, but otherwise you don't really see too much going on in here all the way up to the top floor.
Seems to
Give
be
me
the
just a
case for
second, because
most.
there's quite a bit for this one.
Either rubble or absolutely nothing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's neat. So that's going to be fun.
Depends on your fun.
You know what? That's fair. Oh, that's a really funny limit. All right, fair enough. You make it all the way to the top with little to no effort. Large gashes in the roof allow you to see the dark, icicle-festooned roof of the great ice cavern beyond. Silver light emanates from a 3-foot diameter glass orb situated atop a 2-foot high cylindrical stone plinth in the center of the 30-foot diameter, rubble strewn, circular chamber. Eyes drift inside of the orb, like fish in a bowl. Some have cataracts while others are bloodshot or pus filled, but all turn and gaze at you as you approach.
Is there any writing on the walls that we need? Or is it not? Can we
It
not see it?
looks like the section of the wall or the section of the roof that had the writing on it is missing.
Can the orb talk, or do we just have the only orb that does?
You have the only orb that does because the orb that you have isn't just an orb; it's an orb with a soul in it.
Well, yeah, but still.
Um, If you wanted to inspect, I could give you a religion check if you wanted to try and figure out what the orb is.
It is definitely
Can I
something
do
different.
Arcana?
Arcana will not help here.
Damn.
It's an orb that has eyes, pretty much.
It is, but to you, this actually means something.
Oh.
Because a crystal ball filled with eyes is the religious symbol of Savras, god of divination. So you might be able to activate the orb and use it to find what you're looking for.
And how would we go about even activating it? Is there anything that kind of says something on the pillar that it's on?
There is something written on the pillar. Ask, and we shall find.
What language is it written in?
Draconic.
So I figure either we have to ask in Draconic or it'll just understand us. So I'll ask it, where's the part of the roof?
It does not appear to do anything.
Can Lysander ask in Draconic?
Did Agony ask in Draconic?
I don't know Draconic, so no.
So, then no, it didn't do anything. If Liz has Draconic, you can ask in Draconic.
Then he shall ask in Draconic.
The eyes turn to you, but don't appear to have done anything yet.
Oh,
This is where Arcana could come in handy.
okay.
I'm just about as good as that, am I? Oh, yeah, perfect.
So in this case, Liz, you know that generally, Skiff, you also know this. You generally have to be in contact with the object you want to use in order to use it.
Oh,
So
how high up is it?
it's only 2 feet off the ground. It's a 3-foot diameter sphere. So all in all, it reaches up a total of 5 feet. But
So do we just like reach out to it?
you just put your hand on it and ask.
Okay. So then yeah, Lysander does that. He puts his hand on it and asks the question again.
All right, cool. Constitution saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Man, I wish I could speak.
Wait.
You get a plus
That does
2
not say
if that
Constitution.
helps. Oh,
There we go.
yeah.
Mm.
Plus 2 does help.
Sorry.
And I was about to say you're within the +2 aura.
Mm-hmm. Dang, that's pretty high.
You would have failed if it weren't for the fact that you were within the aura.
Are you serious? And 18
Yes.
doesn't. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, 18 does not pass.
I am getting the mileage out of this ability.
Oh, yeah, you are. So you feel an incredible amount of pain from one of your eyes, but you shake it off as a vision comes to you from the orb, indicating. Let me get my drawing tool out. We're gonna do this in bright red.
Does Liz show that he is in pain?
Yeah, I'd say so. He's not like agony.
I think Agony might want to touch the orb.
Oh.
So yeah, it's coming from there. And to keep up with the theme,
15.
there you go. So it indicates that what you seek is in there. Yeah, whatever it is was launched from this tower into that tower.
That sounds fun.
So does Agony attempt to use the orb?
Yes.
All right, what are you going to ask the orb?
I'm gonna ask about my boar, just because I don't know anything else to think about to find.
Oh, like where your boar is?
Yeah, because I know where it's at. It's just trying to use it.
Okay, fair enough. Constitution saving throw.
Fwapa.
You feel a horrible pain behind your right eye, but then you shake it off and you get the answer as it shows you a vision of your boar sitting at the bottom of the tower patiently waiting.
That was lovely.
Oh yeah. I don't think any of you guys would think so if you fail the save.
It's like I was thinking.
Especially Skiff.
Would I?
What happens if we fail?
You fail and find out.
I kind of want to do that.
Would they relay what happened in their visions, or
What happens?
What are you asking the orb for?
I'm not asking the orb anything. I'm asking if the other
No,
people who. Oh, go ahead.
Liz.
Are you being
Let's
serious?
roll.
I rolled that jokingly. You're not being serious, are you?
That depends. Were you
No.
actually asking the orb?
No.
Okay.
I'm not trying to die.
Oh, I never said you'd die.
Be even more painful.
Although Skiff would probably want to die after, if he were to fail that save. What was Skiff doing?
I was wondering. He would be. I was wondering as a player if Agni or Lysander would actually share what they saw in the visions, because you just said that you see this, and it's like, okay, then this happened. It's like, did they actually share with the rest of the group what happened, or they just freak out a little bit and then that's it?
Do you speak Draconic?
No.
So you know what Agony asked for, but you don't know what Liz asked for.
Would Liz have shared?
Wait, what? What kind of questions were we supposed to be asking?
Well, what you asked.
Where
Yeah.
the stone tablet is with the inscription for the
Oh, okay.
Arcane
And then
Hawkhead.
Lysander got the answer, right?
Yeah. Would he have
Yep.
shared the answer?
Oh, yeah,
Because,
definitely he would have shared it. He's not evil.
well, you don't gotta be evil to not share something.
Yeah, I was about to say, I've had many good characters that have been like, let's see what happens.
Or like, this isn't an important detail. We'll just come up to it later.
Yeah, we'll get to it when we get to it. Why didn't you tell us? I never thought we'd get to it. But yeah, so you guys now know that what you're seeking is in
It is
that
in another castle.
particularly uniquely shaped tower over there.
Okay. Skip would just start heading down again after Liz would share the information. Because he would just figure, okay, we have our info, now let's go, kind of concept.
Yeah.
So if anything happened in the near or with the orb after he starts going, he wouldn't know about it.
Yeah, I would follow. Oh, should I get out so you can...
Would Xandies have tried asking anything?
No.
Why is list
Draconic
12
and-
sizes this day?
I didn't have a token.
You didn't have it. How did you not have a token?
Down
Your
Yes,
token
it's
was
up by
button number
7.
7.
Number 7.
Oh,
I didn't know we could actually do that, because I know, like, we've tried before and it just refused.
Well, if you pull a fresh token onto here, it puts it at the default height.
Saying that, now I want to play Finfer again. I want to be my gigantic...
There we
Halfling.
go. So now I can put this right there. Ta-da! And then just because I feel like this is needed, we're going to do draw this. And then we're just going to kind of do that. There we go. I feel like that's a little more appropriate.
What does the line represent?
Sensor bar.
What are we sensing? Oh, we're censoring. Oh, never mind. I didn't get the joke.
Took a moment.
It's a very, very risque part of the tower, I guess.
We're just gonna go ahead and do that. I think that those are really the only two.
You don't see that one on the right?
Yeah, I think this one's more,
There we go. I think I got them all. Right?
I think
All
you're
the
safe.
ones that need it. Anyway. I mean, I'm not the one streaming, so...
Man, if they flag me for this, this is gonna be dumb.
Does the 15 tower actually have any strange arcane door thing again, or no?
I'm so glad you asked. This conical tower is held relatively upright by a ring of arched buttresses. Expressionless humanoid figures stand in silence around it. The roof has a large, ragged hole in it where something large smashed through it. I'm so glad they depicted that in this perfectly intact tower.
I wonder what that
Wait.
could have been.
Is it?
What
Is
if there's
it-
that little tiny hole right to the left of your where you wrote the 1 for the 15?
Yeah.
Didn't it say the top of it though?
Yeah, it said the top.
Ah.
It looks so weird. Just the 5 running away from the other part of the 5.
All right. As you get close, you hear a voice in your head. Halt! Unknown intruders! Vacate this premises immediately. Oh yeah, and you're wait, where the hell did the oh, there it
But
is.
back at
How did
18.
you get all the way over there? There you go. It's okay, incredibly fluffy boar.
I'll look over to the others and say, should we listen to them or should we just continue?
I
Skiff
think-
would look questioningly at our native guide.
Oh yeah, Freddy was with us.
Yeah, I
Is
just
that your ball thingy?
No,
Sensor orb?
you
No.
dispelled magic on a guy, remember?
Oh.
The former frozen prisoner.
Yeah.
And invisible.
He indicates that he shows you where they are, and there appear to be let's see. It was this one? So this
Oh, that looks nice.
So I figured they were
I
made out
believe
of
I've
magic,
shown you
not
this
real
one
people.
already. And
If it were load, maybe. There it goes. Yeah.
this. All of these appear to be floating around midway up the tower. In the case of the second one, the Demos Megan, they appear to be standing on one of the jutting out buttresses of the tower. But the guide you have with you indicates that the Hypnos Megan, the first one I showed you, is the one that was giving the orders, and where they are, all of them, and that they will attack if you attempt to enter because we don't have the appropriate credentials. And considering everybody else in the city is dead, it's unlikely that you'll be able to actually obtain the proper credentials.
Well, what are the credentials, though?
Being a citizen
Oh,
of Netherese.
why can't we just fake that we're citizens? Like, they don't know the difference.
Unfortunately, they are programmed to know the difference. Like,
Okay, well, where
these
do
are
we apply for
constructs that,
citizenship?
unfortunately, anybody who could grant you citizenship is long since dead.
Okay,
The
so
only
that
reason these guys are still performing their job is because that's all they know what to do.
so will they let the guide in though?
It's probably
Uh,
lost his citizenship after becoming a prisoner.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I mean, but when you go
yeah,
to
that was a
prison,
distinct
usually do you
possibility.
you normally lose your citizenship when you go to prison?
You lose a lot of citizenship rights.
Yeah, shoot, you lose a lot even after you get out. But that's neither here nor there. At the very least, it doesn't appear as though he's going to be able to go in there.
Oh, okay.
Technically, we have that arcane eye thing from that
Mm-hmm.
tomb thing, right? Or whatever it
Yep,
was.
you still have that.
Can we use that to look inside?
I thought that was only lasting for like an hour.
No,
Don't-
24 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, it was for the next 24 hours.
I think that's
So,
probably already gone then. Because we slept a bunch.
oh, you did sleep, didn't you?
Yeah.
And
Well,
then it took
you know
time
what?
to actually
Let's find
traverse
out.
the city.
Yeah, to be fair, you could attempt to go back and get it if you feel like making the trek, but by the time you get back, the time may have already expired again.
Why don't we
That was
just
what I
kill
was
him?
thinking.
You know what? Murder is always an option.
Yeah,
It
this
may
is
not
my next
necessarily
option.
be a. Hmm?
My next idea.
What was it, Dan?
Voting for murder.
I mean, Skip's on board of that. Like he has his bow pointed at one of them, and he just like raises an eyebrow, like, "Well," he didn't, non-verbally.
Let's murder some ghosts.
So
They're not ghosts.
there are 3 of the Galvin Megan, 3 of the Demos Megan, and only 1 Hypnos Megan.
Skip would be aimed at the hypno. It was the one that talked to him in his mind. He would think that is the biggest threat currently. If it had some kind of commander role.
Fair enough. I mean, you're not wrong. So at that point, so if you don't approach, they aren't going to attack. They aren't going to initiate.
Wait. Okay, wait. Okay, hold on. So, could we sneak in?
There's only one entrance, and it appears to be defended by an iron door.
All right, let's kill him.
All right.
I'm not saying you can't sneak in. I'm just saying welding torches are not silent.
Yeah, Skip would then shoot the hypno mage. Imagine.
Okay. I would absolutely love for them to release the Megan as a playable race.
A created construct by a wizard.
Essentially, because they're not like I mean, they're constructs, but they are very close to actual living creatures. It's really freaking cool. Anyway, all right.
Wait,
And,
how did this happen?
Of course, the person with the lowest dex modifier goes first.
How did this happen?
That's potentially not correct, but we'll see. Oh, you poor things.
What, they
Okay.
have worse than a -1 modifier to dex?
No, they have significantly better, but it doesn't matter because even with their bonuses, they're still last. However, Skiff, you said you were going to shoot. All of you essentially get one attack in on them beforehand if you have the normal capability. They're
14.
30 feet up.
30
And you
feet
said you
up.
were aiming at the Hypnos Megan.
Yeah.
That hits. They are spaced out greater than 10 feet apart, so unfortunately you won't be able to hit them, do the AoE thing to them, to more than just the one target.
18 damage to it.
However, all right, 18. You have heavily damaged the Hypnos Megan.
It's
Does
not
anybody
having-
else want to launch a
A
Ray
chapeau.
of Frost?
I would
what?
like to launch something.
All right.
At what?
I was gonna target
Who's
the same one that.
the Hypnos, the one that looks
Yeah.
like it's in charge?
Mm.
All right, Hypnos Megan. Ooh, that might be a pass. It's a wisdom save. Oh,
Yeah,
that's a
DC
fail.
17.
So it will take 18 damage, and you did 18. So the Hypnos Megan is no longer on the board.
Who did Agony aim at?
A closer of the Damoses.
Okay. Really quick, just so we can. Okay, did they even put the Megan in here?
I don't believe so.
That's what I want to know.
What was your central point of that, Liz?
Wherever would be 120 feet away from us, therefore it only hit them.
They did put them in here. Okay.
Well, it just needs to be 30 feet away from us to not hit us.
Oh, okay,
Or
well
even
then,
25. Yeah, it's,
Or-
it's only 20. It's only a 20-foot radius.
Oh, well, it says 100. Oh, I read the wrong.
Yeah, you can have the point start the center point of it be up to 150 feet away.
Okay, yeah, I read the wrong number. I was like, that doesn't seem right. It says range 150 feet. I'm like, that's a big area.
By the way, it was Skiff and who else were interested in Artifice?
Well,
Finfer?
the
And what?
construct
Yeah, and the Construct.
was Shill and
The-
Finn.
Shill and Finn.
Shill and Finn. Okay. The reason I ask is because I feel like they would find these things incredibly interesting.
Shill was just me like, you know what? I can try making one. Let's see how that goes.
Yeah. That. And
Oh,
then
damn.
just so you guys have reference for where it is. This, but I
I think I should
need
use that more often.
the I am freaking dead icon. There we go. And then just to make things easier, I will label them with colors. Because everybody loves colors, right?
Oh, I was basically like, what do you mean by? Oh, new map, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm setting up the thing. And then your boar, and then move to there. All right, cool beans.
Ah, why are the ranged people in front?
Oh yeah, y'all move to how you would be set up facing the
probably be
tower
right
over
where
here. By the way, the
Like-
Hypnos Megan is currently crumpled on the ground level with you guys. These guys over here are 30 feet above the ground.
So where would you have hit that fireball?
Well,
Keep in mind this area in this circle they are forming is a tower.
what?
They're standing on the outcroppings of like a border on the outside of the tower we want to get into.
I mean,
That's-
like,
It's a 20-foot radius.
it's only gonna hit these guys, though, isn't it? And
That's what I
that
was
guy right
thinking.
there.
Is dead.
Okay.
Yeah, the guy up front is dead. I just wanted you guys to get a picture of where.
Oh, is that the 20-foot radius?
No, that
Oh,
is
okay,
the
never mind.
tower. If you want a 20-foot radius thing, I will
Damn,
make
I
it
need like my
red.
own actual visuals or something
Here you
because I
go.
suck at these.
Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20,
It all
25,
depends
30,
too about how you want to define a circle, or if you define diagonally through
15,
lines
20,
and squares and stuff. If
25,
someone
30.
would get hit by the blast.
So this is the shape you are looking at.
Okay.
Technically,
I-
it should be a circle, but
I feel like
whatever.
it's less complicated to keep it as a square.
Yeah.
Um,
So
I
if
would
you
like
do it
to
like
have it so it hits these three. These three.
So the square would be bent. on
if
a-
you
at
put
an
it
angle.
like
4.
if you put it like that and center it against the wall here, you can hit those 4.
Okay,
would
let's
it
do
damage?
that.
Would it damage the tower?
I mean,
It
already
does.
technically
Fireball does
damaged.
not damage structures because you're doing fireball, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It does not. It does not damage structures.
And then I
DC
did hit
18
that
is
one
pretty
for
good.
17.
DC 18 is pretty good, especially when they can't even meet it with their dice totaled together. So 30 damage to each.
Yay.
And which one were you hitting again, Agony, with your Ray of Frost?
The one
Because I'm
right
thinking.
here. Yeah, it was like the closest one of the Damoses.
So minus 30. Oh lord, that does a lot more to one of them than the other. God, the Damos are in trouble. Alright, so there was that. And then Ray of Frost, this one in the center.
Yeah.
Alright. Where were 26 to hit?
Yeah.
Or is
Then
that
17 for the damage.
that definitely hits, and you said 17. He's not dead yet, but he is regretting life decisions.
And he's slowed by 10 feet, if I recall correctly.
You are correct, although technically speaking, that doesn't affect fall speed, so
Yeah.
I guess we'll get there when we get there. Alright, so top of the order. Because I think everybody but... No, because we did Zan's. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Zan, which one did you hit?
It was the
She
one
was-
that killed.
Dead. I did the finishing blow.
Oh, you did the finishing blow on that one. That's right. So if that's the case, top of the order is Agony. Again.
Hop
Last
on.
one to apply damaging effects on the surprise round. First one at the top of the order.
Hop on board and running.
How high up are they? Are they on the ground level?
No, they are 30 feet up. Because they're on one of the 30-foot high buttresses.
And then it would be that, right? Yeah, 40 feet. And then Agony shall aim for the same one with another Ray of Frost. Does a 17 hit?
17 does hit.
For 11.
Alright.
Do those ones just fall to the ground then?
It does fall off the tower, yes.
Okay.
So I'll move it forward. No, what? What are you doing? Stop it!
No, you don't want the fireball
There
circle.
we go.
Or square.
With that, though... there we go. The reason I'm putting that extra symbol is because they cause a craterous difficult terrain in all squares adjacent to them.
Also, like, from here to here, basically, now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let me, we will make this, green. So this area is very difficult terrain. and then this area is difficult terrain.
It's a good thing I stopped just there.
Yeah, I know, right? Okie dokie. Anything else from you?
I think that'll be it.
Cool beans. Next in the order, I believe, is a tie between Skiff and Zan.
Was it a tie? Oh yeah, it was.
Yep.
So whoever wants to go.
You can go first.
Oh, okay. My movement can take me about here.
Okay.
So I guess I'll target this first blue dot guy over here.
The Galvin Megan. All right. That is a fail on the save, so we'll be taking the full amount of damage of 13. All right. What else?
That's it.
Who are you hitting, Skiff?
The furthest back red on the left.
Alrighty then. Let's see what you got.
A 14 and then a 9.
14 just barely hits. 9 misses entirely.
I'm gonna roll for the attack that does hit first.
Okay.
23 damage.
Oof.
You do have curving shot.
That's what I was gonna bring that up. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
As I said, I wanted to roll this one first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have. I'm gonna roll to hit for the curving shot to hit the other red dot.
Yep.
Another 14.
14 misses the other one.
Okay, I can only do that once per turn.
Yep.
But I still have a third attack.
You do.
22.
Original red dot in the back.
Yeah.
Damage is
21.
oof. There we go.
Action surge. Attack the red dot again. (23 and 20).
Both of those hit.
And 9 is not going to hit anyone, I presume. But I did get a third attack for attacking 3 times for another action.
That's fair. Let's see what you got.
16 and then 18.
So the first one doesn't kill it, but that second one, though.
And turn.
All right, I do believe that puts Liz.
Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to move right next to this boost thingy.
Giant boar.
Yeah, they
Yes.
don't have a giant boar token, so we're using elk.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. We're gonna do Chaos Bolt.
Targeting blue dot, green dot, or other
Is
green dot.
this? Wait a minute.
They have skulls on them. They're dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I did not see the skullies. Okay, give them the blue dot.
Also, if they have the green box around them, because that's difficult terrain where they created a minor impact crater.
Okay. Yeah. Chaos Bolt that dude.
Chaos
Let's
Bolt
see.
that dude. Alright.
What?
18.
Why does it say C text? What? Oh,
So
Either
18
3.
does hit.
hold on. Wait.
Thunder or fire?
Okay, and I guess thunder damage.
You said 13 thunder?
Yeah.
Alright, fair enough. That's the second time in a row that one's been hit for 13. It's not dead yet, though.
Oh, that's so sad. Okay.
If you really wanted to, you could probably quicken a spell.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about doing that. That's two spell points.
Yes.
Sorcery points.
There we
Two
go. Yeah.
sorcery points that change an action to a bonus action.
Right. We're gonna use 2 to do another chaos bolt.
Targeting the same one?
No, the other one, the green one.
Which one?
The
This
green
green one.
Megan. Liz is targeting the Megan.
And this
Or
will
the
be it's
Galvin
Ooh,
Megan.
4 and
actually.
4.
4 plus
so
4.
force.
So that
No,
one
if you-
actually, I believe it hits.
It definitively hits for force, and then you can roll another attack to have it bound to one of the other 2 targets.
Yeah.
Wait, is that? Ooh, just in range to hit the other.
This one bounces off as well. Does
Is that
it
how
keep
that
bouncing, or is it just do
It
it
will-
once?
Who did you
So,
choose to target? It
This
was
guy.
I know, but who's your secondary target that gets the third?
This guy.
Okay.
let's see. Make a new attack roll against the new target. Let's see.
A
If
creature
you
can
roll
be
the same...
targeted only once by each casting of the spell. So
Yeah.
So if you started down here, you would have been able to jump each time.
Yep. Unfortunately, it doesn't bounce back. However, you did...
Wait, so it couldn't bounce back to this guy?
Within
he's
30
out of
feet.
30-foot range, yeah.
Oh, within 30. Oh,
5,
okay.
10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, he's 10 feet outside of the range to
Gotcha.
bounce.
Okay.
With that said, 15 does not hit the Demos Megan.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so 15 does not hit this one.
But it would have been really cool if you did like bounce
Yeah, that was
twice in the
perfect.
same one. That would and they actually hit
Like, if
both
you had
times.
started with this one, it would have bounced to this one. 15 does hit that one, so then you would have been able to bounce to that one.
Oh, okay.
Alright. Anything else?
That's it.
Alright, their turn.
They get
Not happy, or they just don't show emotion because they're constructs.
They're constructs, they don't care. Someone is assaulting the tower, they will return in kind.
No, we aren't assaulting the tower. We're assaulting them.
And they are part of the tower. Haha.
I mean, Skip is fine back here.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Ow.
And then Zan's one tile too far over
From your +2.
from my aura to take the damage.
I mean, Xandius is pretty wily. He has pretty high AC to dodge stuff.
Yeah.
Alright,
It's like
let's
a
see.
19 or 20, whichever
5,
it is.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
19.
So... this Megan is going to hit you 3. I need
Ooh,
you to
3.
make a...
Wait, who?
You, Agony, and Agony's Born need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Dexterity, man.
Actually, Agony, are you wearing metal armor?
I'm wearing splint.
So no. And then I'm pretty sure, Liz, you're not wearing any armor, are you?
Nah.
No? Okay, so yeah, you just do
He's
the normal
naked.
one.
I think you're wearing clothes. At least pants.
So, Agony, you fail the save.
With a
Did the
plus
pl-
2
Liz,
does
you pass because you're within the aura. Once again, that aura putting in
Perfect.
work, by the way.
Oh,
And
okay.
especially for just being a +2 out of what would normally be a +5 by a charisma focused paladin.
Yeah, I know, right? And then the boar failed the save. So Agony and the boar will take full damage. You body blocked. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And then half damage to Liz. And
Wait,
it is
wait. Why does agony? Don't we have the same? Wait. Because
His
+2.
is +2 is baked in. Yours isn't.
Yeah, the +2 you receive from Agony is because you're standing within the aura. The save that Agony makes already has the +2 applied to it.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So in actuality, rolled an 11 and the aura added 2.
Okay,
And the
that's
board
why I
got
was
the same
confused.
and the board got the same exact roll.
Yep.
And
So both of them
you're
fail.
rolling better.
Yep. So with that, that is going to be 18 lightning damage.
Do I
That's-
take half?
Yeah, you take half.
Yes, you will take half.
Do I take half of the half again?
Yeah, you take
If
a
you're
quarter.
resistant, then you will take half again. So
Okay,
instead
you're
of
not safe.
18, it'd be 4.
nice.
And I will take the damage for
yes.
the boar.
As lightning streaks from the Galvin Megan down the tower and across you two.
And I'm guessing they wanted as many targets as possible, which is why they hit those 3.
Mm-hmm. To be fair, if you were one space closer, you would have been in that too. As you
What,
see the
Skiff?
lightning, yeah, you saw the lightning end right here. Like he was aiming for you, but it passed through those two first. Meanwhile, the one on this side is doing the exact same arc in the opposite direction. So Zan and Liz need to make the save this time.
Oh, dang.
Yep.
You're still get +2.
Yeah.
You do still get the
Okay.
+2. I don't think
That's
Zan does though.
No, I'm not close enough.
Oh,
Oh no, that's not quite high enough.
no.
You'll still take half.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Zan?
That is fine.
Zan's passed.
Zan's whatever about it.
Zan
By the
takes
way,
nothing.
Zan, you've got evasion, right?
Yeah, I take nothing.
So you'll take nothing. Oh, that's why Liz took the quote-unquote full damage. Zan's like, nah, miss me with that.
Half damage,
Agony.
but yeah.
Agony and the
Dang.
boar over here body blocking the lightning. Zan's like, nah.
That's not my job.
Alright. So that's going to be a total of 15 damage, so you take half, so that'll be 7 damage to Liz.
Okay.
And then
well,
none
I'm,
to
I'm
Zan.
not dead.
And
so-
once again, Skiff, you see the lightning end right before you.
He's okay being able to have this kind of range.
Yeah, like you are so close to being within their range. So the Demos Megan over here pulls out a light crossbow and shoots you. Skiff.
They have sharpshooter capabilities.
Yep.
Huh. What's the attack roll?
I'm about to find out. So it was, what is your bonus? So after sharpshooter, it's going to be a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
For a total of 19 damage. Unfortunately, they can only do the one attack with the crossbow. They're more proficient with melee, but you are well outside the melee range.
I would assume so.
Somehow hits you anyway. Alright, so that was their turn. Top of the order, I believe that puts it to Agony.
It does. I'm figuring this one over here looks more battered.
Blue? Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Significantly.
And I'm figuring they're still all the way up there, so I can't really attack them with my melee weapon.
Nope. You could Ray, though. Right?
Which I will.
Or are you out of spell slots?
Well, it's a cantrip, so.
Oh, yeah, Ray of Frost. I was thinking Cone of Cold.
Yeah.
That definitely hits.
For 19.
Be there. So then draw this like that. Would then make these very difficult terrain. And then this one for that. By the way, if it's lime green, that's quarter movement. And then the forest green is just regular difficult terrain.
Is that even more difficult, or is that still just very difficult?
It can't get worse than a quarter.
Okay.
At least not by the default rules. I could probably just say make it an eighth, but I mean,
It's kind of hard to do.
yeah, it's really dumb. Anyway, what else you got?
And then I'm gonna action surge and then cast command on that demos. Or can that not do constructs?
This one?
Yeah.
What's the wording of it again?
It just says I can't do it on undead or something that
What is the
doesn't
wording of it? What does it
understand
say?
your
What
language.
target?
to a creature. And then yeah.
Does a construct count as a creature?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
but it passed the save.
Dang it. I tried.
What? Well, what did Agni try to say?
Grovel. Try to make it fall down, basically.
Oh, it wouldn't. Well, it wouldn't do anything that would knowingly hurt itself. It would probably
Yeah.
just grovel and stay up there.
But at
But
the same time, they
then
have
it would
advantage
cast.
against spells.
Gross.
Yeah.
Alright, that's it.
What does Anne want to do?
I was wanting to calculate how much I could actually move, or or if I have to
You can
walk
go
around.
around. Yeah, you can go around it diagonally. It'll be fine. You got a lot of movement.
But they are still up pretty high.
So it's 20 movement to get to here if I went around the hole.
Mm-hmm.
Out of like what? You're 50.
Yeah.
Wait, are we able to climb the tower?
I believe Zan has an ability that lets him walk on walls and or water.
Oh, that's
Oh, yeah,
cool.
right. I
Can't
forgot about that.
can't stop on them. Otherwise, he'll immediately just fall to whatever flat surface is below him. But because of that ability, he can run up the wall
How high up the wall you said it was? 30 feet.
30 feet. So
He
assuming
wouldn't
you
make
had
it.
assuming you had all of your movement and you were adjacent to the tower, you could make it up there. But unfortunately, you can't do so from back next to the boar.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's like
actually,
what,
well, I
like,
would since I can't get to him. Yeah, I'll probably just only get. And if I know he's gonna probably fall, I don't want to get that close to him.
I'd say probably
I'd
one
go.
more
Yeah,
back.
5 more.
If you go back 5 more feet, you'll
Okay.
not only be in the AOE,
You'll avoid the falling
Yeah.
area.
because they end up falling forward 5 feet, so it'd be this square would have been in the AOE when they hit ground. Anything else?
Yeah.
Told the dead, maybe?
Yes.
Or do you
Actually,
wanna
maybe I
do
should
ring around?
use. I haven't done my ring in a while. I got ring charges.
You do have ring charges.
Ring.
Ring of the Ram. 25 does in fact hit.
Oh, the damage is so much worse than Toll the Dead, though.
Well, it doesn't focus on a saving throw; it's an attack roll, and
Yeah.
it doesn't cost you anything but a charge of the item.
Well, the other one's a cantrip. Doesn't cost me anything either.
Well, that means if they save, they don't take any damage at all.
Yeah.
All right, not a lot of damage, but damage is damage. Anything else?
Does it push him back?
Oh yeah, strength save, isn't it? Or was
Mhm.
it automatic? I forget.
I think it's
Hold on.
automatic.
I don't remember the RAM one. I haven't seen the item that often.
Let's find out. Let's see. Ring of the Ram. Use a charge 60 feet, +7 to hit, force damage, and is pushed 5 feet away from you. So, yes, would knock him off. And that is 30 feet.
That ends my turn, though.
Alrighty. You did get a little extra mileage out of that, because if you guys didn't know, they have gone on record and saying that if anything takes fall damage, it has to take it, even if it's normally resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Falling is its own category.
Yeah. Well, so the way they defined it is because the world is magical, it is considered magical for the purposes of bypassing damage, resistance, and immunities.
It's an interesting way to look at it.
So, when you guys knocked Tiamat out of the air, she should have taken all of that damage.
Hindsight.
Yep.
Skiff would attack the one in the back.
Fair enough.
Would that one falling cause the crater, or no?
Yes, it would
Oh
actually.
wait, he got killed officially.
He's not dead, but he was
still did fall.
unintentionally moved and knocked off.
And thus took it, and that damage killed him.
No, the damage didn't kill him, but it did cause an impact crater.
So why the skull if he's not dead?
To show the
Because that's
impact.
showing that he's prone.
Ah, okay.
Prone and the center of it.
24 and 19 to hit the bone in the back.
Both of those hit.
16 and 23, so 39 damage to it.
Ooh, 39. That's a lot of damage.
I mean, Skiff still has an attack left.
Well, you might want to use it. He's not dead yet.
12.
12 does not hit.
Can I curve it down to the one on the floor?
What was the range of your curve?
30.
That's exactly 30.
25.
That does hit.
21 damage.
Alrighty then.
Does that mean he obviously did earn that skull?
He's not. That's the impact skull.
Okay.
The skull and crossbones is dead.
Okay.
Alright. Anything else?
End turn.
I do believe that puts it to Liz.
Okay.
There are two left. This one, who is prone on the ground in a miniature impact crater, and this one, which is still 30 feet in the air.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Since it curved back to the one on the floor, I would have had advantage on the attack, huh?
Well, it's prone, so ranged attacks against it get disadvantage.
Aww.
Not that it
Let's do this
particularly
guy.
matters.
Let's do Chaos Bolt again. My favorite spell.
On which one?
Alright.
The one
The
that's
one up
not
top.
prone.
Here's hoping.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it can reach. Okay. Oh.
Which ones are that? 6 and 8.
21
So
does
Poison or
hit.
thunder?
we're gonna do thunder damage.
Thunder damage. 20 thunder damage.
Jeez.
So this.
Does that impact deal damage to the other one?
Give me just a second while I set this up. He is within the AoE. So... Well, he halved the remaining health left. But the one, the other green dot is still alive.
Just having a
He-
real bad day.
He's still alive. Are they
Well,
both
he's a
still alive?
construct, so technically neither of them were ever
He's
alive.
still
but
operational.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's still operational. And unfortunately, because of the position they're in, you would need to move here in order to be able to see him.
Oh, that's
That's still within the paladin aura giving you +2, but because they're slightly in the ground due to cratering, you can't draw line of sight at that angle. Because you've got a big ass boar and a dude on a big ass boar.
okay. Can I like use my movement then and just kind of
Yeah.
like go right here, and then that'll be
That's
my
out
turn.
of aura range.
Yeah, I was about to say, if you were to take 5 foot back, then you would be there. So right next to you would put you back in the aura. There you go.
Okay.
I mean, if you don't want to be in the aura range, that's all. That's
I
fine
mean, like,
too.
I'm not really like crazy about it. But I mean, like, a
I mean,
bonus
that
is a
plus two,
bonus.
Yeah.
that +2 saved you twice already from taking
And
a
you're
lot of damage.
And you're within the aura that if you took serious damage, Agony could just be able to take it for you.
Maybe.
So now that you have moved into line of sight,
You know what? Let's kill him.
Are you think you're gonna quicken spell again?
Yeah.
what will you be quickening?
I don't know. Something. I guess.
Something that might
Shoot. Yeah, I only have the one spell that can do that, but
Granted, I mean, there's only one guy left, and he seems pretty weak.
I thought it was two.
You
No,
could-
there's
No?
only one left.
Oh, just the. Oh, okay. So
Yep.
yeah.
The
Let's
the green Galvan Megan is the only one left.
Let's just firebolt him then. Cantrip, because
Okay.
spell
Roll
slots
to
are
hit.
precious.
25 definitely hits, and 16 is more than enough to do it.
Huzzah!
Alright.
Firebolt's pretty solid.
Mhm.
I do like me a firebolt.
So did Shell.
Oh, man, we can't see all those yamchas.
Oh no! Let's see, what was the phrase? Yamcha's here! Yamcha's dead!
Again?
I love that. Dragon Ball Z Abridged is so underrated. Such a good show.
So, is the iron door seemingly locked or anything? Or is it like
Give me-
super heavy?
Give me just a second. I need to get that gone. Bring this back up, and then meet you back on the other map. Huzzah! So the iron door appears to have been welded shut from the outside.
Are there any windows?
There's a hole. At the
Not on
top.
this floor.
Can
Oh, is
Van
there
walk
one
up the
higher up?
wall?
I was about to say, can I walk it up? Can I climb up there?
The nearest hole is at least 60 feet up.
Can I help
Oh.
Zan
Hey,
get up there?
hey,
You can
turn-wise, turn-wise, Zan can dash and spend a key point to dash again. So that's like 150 feet going straight up.
So you
I
could
can
do
spend a
it
key
if
point.
you wanted
Okay.
to.
I'll spend a key point and dash
Or
up
not
there.
even key, just regular movement and dash action concept. Double up to 100.
You don't want to fly?
Xandius can't fly the monk.
I can make him fly.
Well,
You
that would be
Can't you
could.
burning a
fly
spell
already as
slot.
a air genasi anyways?
No, that's levitate down.
Yeah. You could make Zan fly.
I could.
However, it would take 0 resources to run up that wall and through the brand new skylight from whatever it is that decided to make an impact on this tower.
Wait,
Also, running up a wall looks badass.
Is it brand new?
Well, it's the newest addition to the tower.
Oh,
Not
okay.
even the
That sounds
wells.
accurate.
Well, I guess it would depend on whether you consider putting a hole in something in addition. But yes.
Isn't it a subtraction?
Well, you added the
Well, the
stuff
pieces
that
are
made the hole.
I was about to say the pieces to it are still in the tower, and so is whatever made the hole. So that's just, I mean, it's a thing. So you run up the wall?
Yes.
All right, cool beans. You make it into the hole in the roof or whatever. Once there, a large telescope dominates a 30-foot diameter circular chamber at the top of the tower. Gazing into the telescope's eyepiece is a hulking, frog-like biped in wizard's robes that pays you no mind as it mumbles to itself. Adamantine shields cover the observatory's windows. A large chunk of stone from another building has crashed through the roof and embedded itself in the floor like a jagged stone knife. This intruding fragment bears a strange inscription on one side.
In what language?
Let me look. Oh, so that's what did it. Oh, that's cool. Do you still have Professor Orb?
Yes.
Professor Orb makes a mention that he knows what that telescope is.
It's a telescope.
It's not a normal telescope, though. It is a magic telescope.
Because obviously.
Yes, but the thing is the Yithrin astronomers could use that telescope with a passphrase to summon alien creatures. With or without their consent. Granted, can't guarantee a safe landing.
Or that they won't be hostile.
Or that they won't be hostile. You know, kind of like that group you guys saw earlier in the campaign.
Oh,
Skip
yeah,
was
I remember that.
Skip was not having any part of them.
Yeah, they weren't exactly aggressive, but no, I understand. Aha, there's it. There, I found the inscription. It's written in Draconic.
Well, it's a good thing you have Professor Orb, and that one thing.
Yep, Professor Orb can translate it for you because he speaks Draconic. Third, a burnt palm loosens the tongue. Shed a secret about yourself for all to hear.
I'll write that down.
Do you wanna?
Oh,
put
what a
that in the chat?
coincidence. I wrote it down for you.
Sweet. I
How
can
convenient.
just do
I know, right?
and say, oop.
Is there any way to let my friends up here, or maybe I put a rope down from the window I just climbed up to?
If you have 2 ropes, you could, but it's exactly 50 feet, so you'd have no way of tying the rope to anything. I mean,
Yeah, I
I
only
guess
have one
if
rope.
I was gonna say
Or can
there's
I
not
open it up
really
to their
anything to
side,
tie
or...
it to, but if you use some of the rope, you might be able to makeshift it, and all they'd have to do is run up a little bit of the wall and then grab it.
Get on the boar and jump up.
I mean, would that
Boars
work?
jump good. They don't got that vert though.
No, I meant like the humanoids standing on top of the boar's back and jumping up to get the rope.
Oh, well, if that's the case, then yes, that would work. Now the only issue is what to tie it to.
There's nothing around?
There is
no.
something, but you might have to fight them for it.
Oh, there's somebody up here with me?
Yeah, it
That
was.
frog wizard, right?
Oh, the frog.
Yeah, the thing gazing into the eyepiece, a hulking frog-like biped in wizard's robes.
I almost want to try and see if I can solo him, but before I do that, I want to,
Just
hand
no
him healing.
communication, just straight fighting.
Yeah, I just want to see if I can just take this dude, sneak up on him, and stun him to death. But I want to make give myself some hands of healing before I do that.
Let's not make a friend. No, let's just hit him.
Oh, what does he look like? Oh, yeah, I don't want to be friends with that.
Yeah, maybe not.
That seems a little racist.
Well,
Or I guess
Zan
it would
is,
be speciesist.
well, it's not about his species, it's that he's not attractive. If he was handsome, then it's all like, yeah, I'd be more,
He's
Zan's very...
attractive to his own species.
Is he though? Is
I mean,
he?
Kind of. Like among that species, he is not
Tolerable.
exactly unattractive. The race as a whole is not very attractive, but among them, he would not be considered unattractive.
Look at you healing. So
One
if using,
more.
yeah, if using one,
Oh,
if
he
using
healing.
healing.
So are you about to slap this thing and attempt to stun lock it to death?
Yes.
Do you try to
Okay.
like crouch or whatever to attempt a sneak attack, or like what happens? I forget what happens for a sneak attack if it's not a rogue.
Nothing.
Wow.
Yep.
Like not advantage, nothing. Jeez.
Nope, not really. Although, to be fair, this thing isn't exactly got its guard up. It's currently fiddling with the telescope.
I think you get, yeah, I think you get an auto surprise hit, considering you're the first one who's gonna be hostile.
Mm-hmm. If you want to go ahead and do what you're gonna do to this poor thing.
Does a 16 hit?
Just barely.
Let me spend my key point and try and make it stunning.
Alright. So, sword effect first. That is a Constitution saving throw.
What's your
So it
DC?
passed to the save for the wounding. And now
It's
for
17.
your stunning. And it was a what save for it?
17.
Con?
Con, yes.
It passed that one too.
I can't believe that.
There's always
However,
a attack number 2.
Well, that's
there
after initiative
is.
starts.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, no, because as part of an attack action.
Well, normally when you let Skip shoot someone before combat, it's only one hit, not 3.
Well. Oh, yeah, because you have 3 hit. Yeah, you're right. No, that's correct. Now I just gotta find this dude so I can put a marker on the field. Give me a second. Are you under S?
Can Skiff try, well, after Zan goes up, can Skiff go around trying to get the arrows he shot?
Yeah, absolutely.
Not bad.
I'm still under a quarter amount of what I started from.
Found it.
At least you got over half of what you spent there.
Up.
Is he
Is he
actually
that big?
large?
No, he's
No,
probably
like
not.
I said, it
Okay,
puts them in the
goodness.
default size of the
Yeah.
token when you put it on this
It's like
map.
did Zan just hit the ankle? Like what are we talking? Damn,
I know, it's like, oh no.
It's like just
mistakes were made.
So that is... What is that? 10?
10 flashing, yeah. Well, magical flashing, yeah.
What's the, what was the set? Oh, that was Skiff.
He's picking up arrows.
Alright, let me see where this thing comes in the initiative.
not good enough.
Oh,
Or top of the order.
so that would be a 4.
Wow, I actually still beat him.
Uh-huh. The thing, your initiative is twice as good as his.
Did you want to
Both
try it?
in the final and in your modifier.
Xander's
Actually, your
choice.
modifier is greater than double his, but whatever. Anyway, so I guess it's your turn. He's alerted to your presence now. Not that he can
Assume so.
actually do anything since he didn't have time to respond, so I guess bop him?
Yep, bopping him. And I'm gonna try and stun him every turn until I get it.
That's fair. All right, so first is the wounding. Failed. And then
Wound
failed
and then
on your stun. So that's going to be 2d4 wounding on his turn so far.
Oh, okay.
Because you did hit him with the sword last on your last hit. He just passed the
Yeah.
save. All right. So,
another hit with advantage.
yep, because he's stunned. He failed the save. Both saves. So 16 or 16.
I'm gonna guess just like last time when it was 16, it'll hit.
Yeah. So we're gonna do
It's
that.
the curse of 16s.
It is the curse of
And
16.
There
the
are
damage
many-
is 14.
There are many worse curses out there than the curse of 16. Okay.
All right. So he passed the save on that, so he'll only take the 2d4, but he's ticked up to 3.
Okay,
And that
time for
was
monk
how much?
punch
14?
time.
14. All right, monk punch. Are you gonna flurry or just
I'm
the
gonna
one?
flurry, but that doesn't hit though, right?
13 does not hit. Second.
Make this one stinky.
Well, that won't really matter unless you hit.
I'm gonna try. It's gonna, this is
Oh,
23
I
hits.
think it hits. Yeah. Okay.
So let's see how let's put some stank on that. So 7 for the hand of harm, and 12, so 19. All right, his turn. All right, your turn. Oh, wait, his turn. 2d4. 7.
I was typing.
Okay. All right, cool beans. And go. Again.
To keep him stunned, this one will be attempt to be stunning again.
Fair enough. 26 definitely hits. Wounding. Pass. Stunning. Failed.
All right.
So tick up on the wound to 4, but
Wait, that means she should have rolled a 3d4 instead of 2.
yeah. Well, no, on the next one, it'll be 4 when he fails.
Okay.
And that was 10. All right, second hit. To be fair, I really don't think the wounding is going to come into play if Zan keeps rolling this well. All right. Ticking up to 5, and that's a fail, so he will take 5d4. And then wait, no, you re-up the stun already, so that doesn't matter.
Yeah, I didn't re-up the stun because he already failed. Didn't need to spend another key point on that. It's just punch time.
Speaking of key points, are you gonna flurry?
Yes.
All right. Let's see what you got. 16 hits for 6. Are you making that stinky?
Yeah, I'll make that sneaky. So I'm gonna spend the key point.
For
Stank was
12.
worse than the punch.
Wash your hands. All right. Second hit. That definitely hits. Can you only make one stinky, or are you gonna make this one?
Only one can be stinky.
Okie doke. Anything else?
That ends my turn. So it would be, you said 5?
5d4. Not dead yet, but
Still
it's
no
your turn.
So Xandy just runs up there, and we're all just waiting around while Xandy he kicks the shit out of some random frog thing he finds.
Oh man, this is a weirdly dressed, really ugly frog muttering to itself. Kill it! Okay, it's dead.
What was Xandy's reason for hitting it?
It was ugly. He's very lookish.
All right, fair. You know what? Fair enough. So Professor Slad is dead.
Did he have anything worthwhile in his person?
A torn up and oddly moist spellbook. And the telescope, but other than that, no.
Does Professor Orb have anything to say about the spellbook?
It's an old Nethery spellbook, so if you could find a way to restore it, it'd probably be worth some money. But otherwise,
You said it was moist, though. I think
it is moist.
Then Zan would be grossed out and would leave it there. Saying, if we can get my friends up here, if somebody else wants it, they can have it, but he's not gonna touch it if it's moist.
That's fair. So if that's the case, you got your inscription, and
But you said I can tie my rope to the telescope, maybe?
yeah, if you want to. I mean, you move it towards the hole, tie the rope to the telescope, and then the other people can get up. But you already got what you needed, so you don't even need the rest of the tower or anybody else up here. You could just walk out.
Oh, okay.
Because
Literally
again,
walk back down the wall.
the same way you got up there, you could just come back down.
Well, I don't know. It wouldn't. I think Zan would still probably leave the rope up there just in case. Just tell people that like there's a weird frog dude up there with a wet spell book. I wasn't gonna touch it, but if anybody wants the spell book, I'll leave a rope.
All right, fair enough.
Is anybody interested in a wet spell book?
The only person I could think of would be Skiff, but I don't think
He's not interested enough to have to go through the effort of climbing up the rope, being shitty at athletics, and then just dealing with a book that was not talked highly of, and then coming all the way back down. Strength is not a strong suit, so no.
Fair.
You know what? That's fair.
I guess we could
All
move
right.
on to the next.
Crossing the entire city. You've got
20?
3 different ones. 20, 22, and 26. You gonna go to 20 next?
It's the quickest one to get to from this angle.
Fair enough.
Smallest walk.
By the way, just gonna throw it out there. The base is over here.
Oh.
This part
That
up
is
here
hard
is
to
the
tell.
top of the tower. So, yeah, it's like this whole thing here.
Before we go in, can we take a nap?
It would be getting late in the day. Not that you could really tell, but
I
you
could
know.
tell I'm hurting.
You want me to touch you a bunch?
Well, I mean, if it would be easier to just sleep so we don't use any resources.
It would also get your spell slots back for those of who have been casting Witch Bolt a lot. I mean, what?
Chaos.
Oh yeah, Chaos Bolt.
Chaos Bolt is like the best spell.
I am beginning
It's not
to
reliable
agree.
multi-target, but okay.
You don't care?
What's
From
the
all we've
randomness?
walked in this town, would it be conceivable that we would be safe while sleeping?
So far, nothing has really been hostile like that,
The only
unless
thing
it's been
was
in the tower.
Okay, because I know sometimes it's not considered like you're not allowed to sleep in hostile territory kind of concept, and it's like how hostile are we talking in this city?
I mean, inside the tower are parts of trials, which is why they've been aggressive, but you haven't really seen an aggressive element. Besides, with a group of 4 of you, you guys could take turns, take shift for sleeping. So
But yeah,
it
just the
should
2
be
elves.
fine. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I am going to use the restroom. When I get back, we'll do this tower, and then I think we might end up, depending on how long this takes, might end up having to wrap it up here.
No.
So,
Ooh,
at least for
damage.
today, and the next week we could conquer the last 2 towers, and then get along to the last bit. All right, I'll be right back.
I'm going to do the same thing. I am back.
Oh,
Does
lordy.
this tower look different in some other way, or like is there an obvious way to come into it? Like no actual trick door?
Oh, lordy. Well, let me read what we got here. The top of this tower is shaped like an axe head. Red light shines out from a slender window high overhead. Oh, no,
How
this
high?
tower doesn't even have a door.
We
Time
must
for round two?
ask a question.
Oh, this poor tower.
Is there any writing on the outside?
No. No, there is not. The tower's interior appears to have been damaged by fire, lightning, and acid. Liz, you would recognize this as the aftermath of spellcasting.
Oh.
A spiral staircase ascends to the topmost chamber, having basically not much on the way up. Red orbs of light dance like fireflies around this 30-foot diameter octagonal chamber. A large, unlit brazier stands in the center of the room, and 8 10-foot square alcoves line the walls, each filled with ice. The arched ceiling is covered with icicles.
Should we light the brazier?
Can I see if there's anything inside the alcoves, even though they're covered in ice? Kind of like wipe the ice and see if there's anything inside them.
In just a second, what is everybody's passive perception?
16.
17.
10.
19.
Okay, so everybody. You can spot an inscription in the ceiling. Unfortunately, the ice covering it renders it unreadable.
Could we fireball it to make it legible?
Fire does not deal with terrain.
Oh.
Firebolt does. It even sets things on fire. It specifically says that kind of thing.
It does.
Only if we knew someone with Firebolt.
Darn shame.
Yeah.
Your firebolt does not appear to have done anything to the ice.
Oh.
Oof.
Can I Arcana check it?
Same.
Without being able to physically touch it, Arcana isn't going to do too much.
How high
Oh.
is it?
You could it's 30 foot overhead.
Can we just like touch it then?
Touch it. It's 30 feet over us.
Right.
I believe she's referring to the fact that Liz has the ability to levitate.
And it probably has a spell fly.
No, I don't have. You created my character.
I didn't. I advised. There's a difference.
I mean, there is a brazier in the middle of this magical tower.
Yeah, Skiff can't make fire.
So wait, should we put the
Firebolt that.
brazier on fire?
If you had some sort of way of igniting the brazier, then yes.
Yes. Firebolt.
All right, cool. Shooting firebolt into it, it immediately ignites the brazier. And you could feel warmth radiating throughout the room. It's the kind of penetrating warmth that just seeps into your bones and makes you feel like you're floating in a hot tub in the middle of winter. It's a very cooling, warming, relaxing sensation.
Skiff doesn't trust it.
Understandable. You did say Skiff was going to examine the alcoves.
Yeah.
Each one of the alcoves has what appears to be a 10-foot cube of ice. One of them has a humanoid skeleton in it.
Does the ice in the alcove seem to be affected, or like they're starting to melt or anything, or no?
Hmm?
Does the warmth affect it's starting to affect the ice, or no?
After about a minute, you see it starting to affect all of the ice in the room simultaneously.
Skiff would make sure he's not directly under any icicles.
Understandable.
It's pretty smart.
So after 5 minutes, you notice that the ice on the ceiling is starting to melt away. Another 5 minutes, and you should be able to read the words.
Cool.
Meanwhile, the 10-foot cubes of ice in the alcoves don't appear to have shrank at all, but they do appear to appear to be affected by the warmth.
Should, should we wait for like the ceiling to melt and then like move the brazier thingy closer to the alcoves?
Can we even move the brazier, or is it
The
fixed to the
brazier
floor?
is the brazier is mounted in the center of the room. It's unmovable.
Oh.
It's equidistant from all alcoves.
Is it just a wall of ice, or like is the alcove like full of ice?
It appears to be a 10-foot cube of ice in the
Oh.
alcove, one of which has a body in it. Well, the skeletal remains of a body.
Would you consider this a magical flame or a non-magical flame?
I'll say magic for the purposes of this.
Okay.
After 10 minutes, the words on the ceiling finally appear to be legible. However, there is a much more pressing matter that appears to be going on. Let's see. I need... that? Yeah, that's it. I just need to move it. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. That's cool. Okay, I'm going to do that then. Actually, you know what? I think it's better like that. All right. So there's that. And then... we will do... that. Sorry, I'm setting up this area here. There we go. And then I need... make this brown. And then I need... where is it? Ah, found it. How many? Eight. Okay. Sorry, this is taking a minute to set up. There's a lot to set up. And then and this one will be sad for 2 reasons. And then I need... actually, I think that was it. All right, cool beans. So let's get you guys over here. And boom.
Let me fix this. Ah.
So this one that is sad is the one that has the skeleton in it. I also ran out of colors, so that is why it doesn't have a color.
That's why I do be
I don't take this as good news.
I wouldn't either. Roll initiative.
Wait, we're being killed by ice blocks?
I'm assuming the ice or the colored version of gelatinous cubes.
I don't like them. Oh.
I am just really surprised about all this. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and Agony really is not.
So Agony gets a surprise round. And then it'll go Agony, Liss, them, Zan, Skiff.
They still got pretty high. What do you mean?
I get to turn this round? Really? Cool.
I mean, you're not one, so you're skipping the first round, but yes. So Agony, you've got 2 turns to do whatever the hell you want.
Woohoo!
The stairs start here. I tried to signify it by making this end smaller as if it went down, but it's really hard to tell.
Wait, 2? If it's a surprise round, then order, then wouldn't it be Agony, Liss, then Agony again?
Well, Agony not 20, so top of the order.
Yeah.
Always.
I know they get a surprise round, but really?
Yep.
Yeah, it's always worked this way.
Alright, time to attack.
There we go.
Advantage. Okay, good.
So that the end with the zigzaggy part is the top of the stairs.
I will walk up to the pink one and start attacking. I'm figuring that
Alright.
12 does not. Or does it?
12 does hit.
Does it? Okay. And then
Mhm.
25 for the other one. So
Yep.
I can reroll once. So
Probably a good idea.
a d10 and 1d6. Okay. 1d10. So 3 instead of the 1. So 5 and then 1d6. Still 1, so.
So
11.
5, 6, 11.
And then second attack. And I can reroll 2s, so another d6.
There it is.
So
Alright, cool.
so 7, 7, 14.
So that was 11, 14, 25.
Yep.
Boom. Alright. What else?
And another one.
Sounds good.
Doing it that way, it actually shows all of it and it re-rolls itself. Okay.
Interesting.
I might just do it that way so I don't have to keep re-rolling every different one.
Alright. So 22 definitely hits. So that's going to be 7 plus...
The 7 is for one-handed. It doesn't differentiate. So it would be the 9.
Oh, so 9, and then... What was
The-
the 12?
The 2d6 fire damage.
The fire damage.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Cool beans. So that's 9 and 12 is 21.
Is it another one you reroll?
Ones or two is in it automatically re-rolled that one into a 7.
Hmm.
So doing it from
Oh
that
yeah,
way
because
is
it's
better.
1d10 RO. Less than 2. So the RO less than 2 means reroll if it's less than 2.
That's neat.
And then plus 2. So there you go. All right, cool beans. So that would be the surprise round.
Mm-hmm.
So now, actual round.
I can do that again.
Okay,
I mean,
Goofy.
exactly again.
Not quite on the damage though.
Yeah.
So that'd be 7 and 7 is 14.
The 9, I don't believe hits.
9 hits.
Still, wow, they don't have anything. And then,
They have worse AC than zombies.
well, that's
It is
helpful.
not dead yet.
Well, how about one more?
Yep, that'll do it.
Oh, it doesn't re-roll that one, but it didn't matter in the end.
No, it did.
The second one, in the fire damage, since it's part of
Oh,
the
it should
attack.
have, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because it's so that would have made it 5, so a total of 12. But either way, even without re-rolling it, you still did enough to kill it.
Yeah.
So that was 10 feet of your movement. What else are you gonna do?
Well, technically, I didn't move, so would that technically be?
For this round, you are correct.
Yeah, so I'd have my max movement again, right?
Yep. So are you gonna are you going to instruct everybody to book it and then leg it? Or are you going to
be in range for most of them, or as much as I can?
Okay.
Did these things spawn before we were able to see what the text at the top read?
You have not had a chance to read what it is. It would take your action to read it. By the way, if you didn't know, that red thing in the center is the fire.
Yeah.
So you moved there. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Then Liss, you're up. You've got 7 gelatinous cubes coming at you guys, or you can read the inscription and attempt to leg it.
Let's do some murdering.
Okay.
It's my favorite too.
May I have another 20-foot cube?
Sure.
I think most of the areas you'd only get 2.
If she did it on the red dot target, it would hit all 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
I need to zoom out so I can get the whole thing.
Well, back a little bit and be at the wall more than near us to make sure we aren't hit with it. Skip doesn't have evasion. He's not as good as Zan.
Not with that attitude.
Zan has evasion and gets +2 for it.
Yeah.
10, 20, 30.
I'd have to use a reaction to get +4.
All right, so here is your cube.
Okay, so if I can hit these guys, these 3, you said?
Putting it there, you hit those 3 and leave Skiff, Zan, and Agony out of the area.
Let's do it.
I think that's actually the only way you could hit more than one.
Level 3 fireball?
What?
I'm asking if it's a level 3 fireball because technically you're capable of upcasting it if you wanted to.
For extra damage.
I could.
Mm. So does a negative 2 pass?
No.
That sounds familiar.
So that's going to be all of the damage.
All of the damage.
All right. Now what?
Now what?
Yep, you could quicken spell and do it again if you wanted.
Nah, I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay. I will just put this aside for later. So if that's the case, it is their turns. And seeing as how there are 7 of them left, only one of you will not be getting 2 cubes. So who will that be?
Liz.
Based on positioning, I
Eeny,
doubt that,
meeny,
actually.
miny,
I know.
you.
Why me?
Based on positioning, I think the 2 nearest to you on the right of the screen are probably going to go toward you since you're closest.
Okay, well they're gonna die if they try.
So
That's
Agony,
tough.
you get 1. Zan gets 2. Skiff gets 2.
These are not intelligent. Agony just took one out on her own, and you're not going to double team her.
Let's see. An intelligence of 1, so no.
Okay, fair enough.
Y'all are each the closest to each of them, so here we go.
Are their attacks actual attacks or like saving throw kind of things?
All of them are saving throws. So I need 2 dex saves from everybody but Agony.
And you just need 1.
Yep, Agony needs 1. So that's a... Hold on.
You guys are pretty darn close.
I
Alright.
want to use I want to use my reaction for tactical wit and make my 11 a 15.
Okay. So, for Liz, your 12, which is your lowest, passes.
Oh.
Zan, your 11, which is your lowest,
Turns into a 13.
Mm-hmm.
it is a 13, passes. Skiff, you are not in range, so your reaction to turn it into a 15 passes. And then Agony, you only had the 1 save, which passes. As they all attempt to, each cube attempts to engulf each of you. So, yeah. And that was their turn. So,
Perfect.
top of the order. No, not
Zan.
top of the order. I take that back. Zan, and then top of the order. So what Zan do?
I'm going to do. Actually, probably doesn't even work very well. What attacks even work well on slimes?
Fire, apparently.
Magical damage works. That's what I would
So
assume.
it depends on the slime, but you know that there are certain slimes that only get worse to deal with slashing damage. Gelatinous cubes, the most common kind, are not that kind.
Oh, okay, so I can slash it. That's what I was worried about
Yes.
slashing it there for a minute.
However, it is immune to the bleed condition, so the wounding won't matter against these things.
You're out of range
Well,
to
should I punch it
accidentally hit
instead?
me.
Hmm.
You have a higher chance to bonus to hit with a sword, right?
It's the same. Same difference.
Ah, really? You are really good at magical fisting now.
I was thinking more so if you hit with unarmed, you might
Yeah.
get hurt. You might get sucked
Oh,
in or
is it-
something, maybe.
Are they acidic? So I'm gonna punch it regardless.
They're
I didn't
trying
want
to absorb
component.
you. If you're trying to punch into them, would that not help the case?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
Also, you say acidic. There's actually a debate in the community as to whether slimes are actually acidic or not, and as opposed to being the other extreme,
Super basic.
alkaline or a base, which some people have
Basic
put
ass
forth. Huh?
Basic ass slimes.
Yeah. But doing that would explain why some slimes have a vulnerability to acid damage despite doing acid damage, because D&D doesn't have the opposite of acid as a thing. So, and that would also explain why it would slough your skin off as opposed to or it would melt your skin off as opposed to chemically burning it off, which is what acid would do. So I thought that was a really interesting idea. So generally when I make slimes, I make them vulnerable to acid and stuff. Anyway, not the point.
This was gonna go
So
for the red slime.
alrighty then. Are you going to attempt to stun it with your good looks?
I don't think that's possible. I'm not gonna even bother.
All right, fair enough. Uh, 15 damage to the red one. It jiggles violently. Ooh, critical.
With maximum damage.
He gets more than
Ooh,
+2, right?
so 24. So 24 damage from that one. That's a lot of damage. I was like, this is going to take you a lot of hits to kill. Crit? Never mind. All right. You going in for a flurry, or are you going to hold off on these?
Well, I'm gonna do my first see if my first punch, backfires on me.
So, do you want to just settle for the free one instead of spending a key point?
Yeah, I'll just settle on the free. I can still make it stinky though.
Okay, fair enough.
I think the stink comes free. Actually, I forget. Do I have to spend a
The
point
stink
on that?
comes free if you spend the key point to do a flurry.
Yeah, because it used to be an extra key on top of that.
Ah.
So
Well,
if
I'm gonna
you
make it stinky anyway, so I'll spend the key point. If I'm spending it anyways, get an extra punch in. And if I burn myself a lot, then I burn myself a lot.
Or you can just spend a
Alright.
second one to heal yourself off.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not. Right now I'm topped out. We just had a nap.
If you as you just said, if you hurt yourself.
Well, the main thing is if I get myself hurt a little bit, I can take a little bit of damage.
Yeah, but
I
it's not like
think Agony likes the
any
sound of that.
individual hand of healing is going to heal for a ton anyway.
Alright. So that is going to be a total of 16 damage to the slime. And you do in fact take 2 acid damage.
Oh, see,
For
I wouldn't do a
making
hand of
the
healing for
retcon.
2 damage.
I mean, you're going to punch it again?
I'm gonna punch it again.
Okay.
This one can't be stinky though.
I don't think it matters.
And so 2 more
Alright.
damage.
Yes. Anytime you make contact with it, on not its turn, it's 2 acid damage.
Nothing.
Yeah. To be fair, nowhere near as bad as the gelatinous cubes in the Legend of the Silver Skeleton. Those things are disgusting.
I forget, what did Liz do during his turn, since he would go in front of Zan in the order, right?
Yeah, listed fireball. Remember? And then
Yeah, I thought that was
and-
last round when Skip couldn't go for the round. In this round, he can go, but
no,
No, you
this
still
is
can't.
still that round.
Yeah.
okay.
This is me first attacking. This is the first round.
Yeah, because Zan goes after the slimes.
Oof.
I'm
Yeah,
slow.
you've got
No, they're
Agony
just fast. He
list.
got 15 for an initiative. That's not bad.
Yeah, you've
But I
got
had a
yeah.
crit.
They just happen to do better than you. That's all. But
Okay.
it's Agony list slimes Zan Skiff then back to Agony. So Skiff's first turn. Agony, you're up.
Knowing that the one with the body in it is slightly more damaged, I'll attack that one.
All right, sounds good. So
And then I
that
can reroll that
is
1d6.
yep. So that is 2. So 6, 18 damage.
And then I'll do it again. I don't know why, but I think that hits.
Yeah.
And I can reroll that 2. For a 2, so.
So 13.
And one last time.
10
then
still
that's gonna hit.
hits. I think
I
you
can
can
reroll.
re-roll that 1 and that 2.
So,
So instead of 3, it's 7 and
So
6
same
for
as the-
another 13. It is not dead yet.
does it seem very like it would collapse if I hit it one more time, basically?
If you're rolling like you are now, maybe. There's a decent chance of it.
Yeah, I might as well action surge and do it again.
All right, fair
Just
enough.
had a nap.
You can also still move and attack different targets, so you don't have your entire action surge go to waste.
Yeah.
16. Oh man, I don't know if that
Oh,
hits,
man.
bro.
For 19.
19 it is. And I'm gonna do this.
So we know where the body's at, basically.
That's more familiar.
Yeah.
And then I'll turn around and start hitting yellow.
All right. I believe you have 2 more attacks.
Mm-hmm.
And 13.
1.
Curse of 13s today, huh?
So, 1 more damage on that one.
14. Oh, I spoke too soon.
And then the last one. So we roll both of those. For 12.
So 12.
And that'll
Not too
do it.
bad. All right, Liz, what you gonna do?
I would like to chain lightning.
Ooh, chain lightning.
So I want to originate from this one.
You want to originate from orange?
Yep.
All right. Let's see what we got. Ladies and gentlemen, a reading of Chain Lightning by Yatenvas. Casting time action, range 150 feet, verbal somatic material, duration instantaneous. You create a bolt of lightning that arcs towards a target of your choice that you can see within range. 3 bolts then leap from that target to as many as 3 other targets within 30 feet of the first target. A target can be a creature or object and can be targeted by only one of the bolts. A target must make a dexterity saving throw or take 10d8 lightning damage on a failed save, or half as much on a success. At higher levels, you get 1 additional bolt leap from the first target to another target for every slot above the first, above 6.
Yes.
Are you hitting all 4 up there?
Yes.
All right, fair enough. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Yep, that's within 30. All of them are.
I mean, it is a pretty solid spell.
Mm-hmm.
If you were to have cast it at 7th level and targeted purple, you could have hit all of them. but
I
oh well.
I don't have enough slots for that.
I mean, we took
Ah.
a long. You don't have 7th level.
I do. It's just that
We took a long rest.
I don't want to use my 7th slot right now.
Okay.
All right, that's fair. Okay, so they need a dex save. Oh, this is gonna go great. What's your DC?
18.
Oh, there's literally no way they can pass unless they nat 20. So does a 2 pass?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess they're taking all of this damage then. So blue,
32.
green, orange, and purple, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You know what? That's pretty good. You could quicken and do it again if you wanted to, if you had the spell
Well,
slot for it.
I was going to quicken and then just do chaos bolt in the last one. Wait, they're not. Oh, I see what you mean. I can't do chain lightning again.
You only had one 6th level slot.
Yeah.
If you do
I
Chaos
could
Bolt, that one is lower health, the blue one. You do
Oh,
hit it with the
okay.
fireball.
Yep, the blue one is the one you initially hit with fireball on on your opening salvo.
Okay. Well, let's do chaos bolt on that one.
Okie dokie. Let's see what you got.
Hold on. Okay. So we're gonna
3 and a
do
2.
we're gonna do
That
cold
was almost a
damage
crit.
and add. Hold on. There it is. Okay, we're gonna do cold damage, and I'm going to do. I think it's +5 because
Yeah.
yeah, +5. So
So
8
thir-
plus 5.
So 13 cold damage to
Yes.
that one cube. It is not dead yet.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah, gelatinous cubes are very resilient. And now it's their turn. So I need dexterity saving throws from Agony 1, List 2, and Skiff 2. So for List, that's 2 passes.
Oh, man. I think I fail.
I want to
fail.
make my 9 a 13.
13 passes. So Agony,
Chomp.
I got some bad news.
I'm in it.
You are in it, but not necessarily to win it.
Wait, are you far enough in fighter to get a dominable?
Nope. I think that's like either 2 levels away, I think.
On a failed save, the creature enters your space,
Oh, no.
and you take
4
3d6
levels.
acid damage and are considered engulfed.
What does engulfed mean?
An engulfed creature cannot breathe, is considered restrained, and takes additional acid damage at the start of each of the cube's turns. When the cube moves, the engulfed creature also moves. An engulfed creature can attempt to escape by taking an action to make a strength check. On a success, you escape, and you enter a space of your choice adjacent to the cube. So, what's your Constitution score
20.
or modifier?
Oh, 5.
So 5. All right. So you've got 5 minutes before you start to suffer the suffocation condition.
No breathing?
Don't give a fuck if I cut my arm breathing. Let's see what we got. 11. So take 11 acid damage.
Oh my goodness, that hurt so much.
Yep. And you take an additional 3d6 acid for every turn you begin in the cube.
Begin. Okay.
Are you gonna be able to beat them in 50 turns?
Yeah, I know, right? In any event, that is the cube's turn because I do believe everybody else passed because Skiff forced his fail to be a pass. So
Yay being a wizard.
Zan,
Alright.
Wizard.
Try and rescue Agony here. Do I have to move over here to not actually punch Agony by accident?
Agony is considered to be in the center of the cube.
But I won't accidentally punch Agony by punching or slicing the
No.
cube, or if I slice the cube, I slice
Consider
Agony.
consider the cube an outer layer of health that has to be dealt with before you can deal with Agony.
Okay. Making sure I'm not gonna accidentally.
To be fair, I don't think Agony would mind too much.
Definitely not.
So.
I really don't like cubes.
You really don't like this cube, do you?
Or the other cube. I don't like cubes, period. There's
Fair
nothing
enough.
attractive about them. They don't have faces, nothing to like. So I really don't like cubes.
And that one had a body in it. So that's 8 plus 8, 16 damage to the cube. And you said you're not going to bother attempting
No.
to make these stunning?
No.
Alright, fair enough. Next attack. Still really good. For also 16 damage. And next round, you'll do 19 damage if the pattern continues. Anything else?
Punching time.
That hits. Alright. If you could do a little bit better than that on your second hit, you might be able to finish it off this round. Oh, you're doing 11. Putting some stank on that. Alright. Now you just have to hit it.
Does Zan take any acid damage?
I
Because
will,
she
yeah.
punched it?
Yeah, it's 2 every time.
Yep.
Ah.
So far that's 2. And then one more hit.
I really don't like cubes.
It's dead. You didn't even have to roll. It's dead.
I just really hate cubes.
Mm-hmm. Spitting out some of the foul-tasting cube, Agony is no longer engulfed, as the cube just kind of settles onto the floor and starts to slowly disappear.
Does that mean there's just a body next to Agony?
Yeah, the only reason I left the cube there is to mark where it is.
Yeah.
Alright. Skiff, you finally get a turn.
What?
So this one, it has been hit the most without dying. And then the other ones have been hurt.
Can I use my rapier?
Sure.
He would attack the blue dot.
Okie dokie.
15 and 29.
Well, you
Both
wouldn't
of
get.
those hit. I need 2 dexterity
Sorry,
saving
yeah,
throws.
yeah. It wouldn't get the -3.
That's, I mean, either way, you still hit. But I need 2 dexterity saving throws after you do your damage.
Okay. 16.
16 is enough to finish it off.
Okay. So do I still need to do 2 dex saves?
Are you going to hit the green dot with the other attack?
Yeah, it would do 12 damage.
Then yes. 16 and 12.
20 for a save.
Okay.
And then I have one more attack. 30.
Okay. I still need the other dex save for you hitting the blue one too.
Okay.
Though. So 30 hits and then 15.
17 on the dex save. And then you
And
want one
then-
more?
Yep, one more because you hit the cube again.
18.
All right, cool. All right. You managed to do good on those, so you
Movement.
noticed no negative effects.
Okay, movement. I would go back over here. Does it get an opportunity attack?
It does.
Like, what is it gonna do? Try to suffocate you?
It's trying to suck me in. Like I can see it like canonically trying to like grab at like a limb when I'm trying to get turn to get away, kind of thing.
Yeah, like trying to grab your foot.
It actually doesn't have the ability to do that, but it does have the ability to crit you when it hits you with a pseudopod. So this is gonna be a pseudopod. It's the long tendrils that come out of a slime, and then they use it like a cudgel to beat you in the face for a total of 16 damage. Acid.
That doesn't sound pleasant.
No, you just got smacked in the face with a long, slimy rod of acid.
I mean, when I say rapier, he'd have his shield on too, but a crit's a crit.
Yeah.
Yeah, crit's a crit.
End turn.
Turn ended. All right. I believe that puts it top of the order, Agony.
I can run up and attack this one then.
You can, and now Liss is in the saving throw aura.
Yeah. I don't think that helps.
I mean, you're using a sword, not a glaive, so it's not like anyone else is in attack range.
True.
All right, let's see what happens. It is a very pretty miss.
Okay, because I was gonna say, like, if it's against the gelatinous cube, does that mean one of the possible fumbles would just be losing your weapon into the cube?
Yep.
I know that'd be horrible, but I find it interesting that's a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right. Agony's turn automatically ends. Liss, you're up.
Why, hello.
Hello there.
I'm stunned that I missed so badly.
Okay, I'm gonna try immolation.
In this case, it's almost like missing the broadside of a barn.
I'm gonna do immolation on the orange one.
You're gonna immolate the orange?
Yeah. At the end of each of its
one
turns. Huh?
Annoying orange.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, at the end of each of its turns, do what now?
It has to redo the saving throw. It's dexterity.
Oh, it's favorite.
You mean it's guaranteed loss at DC 18?
Baby. Oh, that's super sad. Alright, cool. So, damage, 25 fire damage.
That's a lot of bright light.
8d6 fire on a failed, half as much on a success. On a failed, the target also burns for the spell's duration. Concentration up to a minute. So if you take any damage, there's a chance your spell just ends.
They're not going to be able to hit me. Trust me.
Yeah, especially with the +2.
And then at the end of their turn that they remake the save, and if they failed it, they take another 46 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. These flames cannot be extinguished by non-magical means. Oh,
I mean, if I just like
that.
stay right here, my AC is 24 under certain conditions, so I'm okay.
Well, that and if you ever take, well, they're not going to hit you with actual attack for the most part, I guess. It's just trying to suck you up and have you do dex saves.
Yep.
I've been doing pretty good with dex saves.
Speaking of,
oh, dex save. Does the purple one
3
turn
dex
to me?
saves for 3 dex saves for Liss.
Not even one on agony?
No, because remember, they're only 1 intelligence. The cube doesn't care that someone missed. It's Liss was its original target, so it's trying to eat Liss.
Oh.
I don't think it being a 6 helps.
No, that did not help.
Well, only one of them can actually engulf you, so...
So does that mean one of them actually they actually go after agony then?
I should have knocked on wood when I said my dex saves are pretty good.
that last one, no, it would still go after Liz. It just can't now.
Ah.
So, Liz, I've got some bad news for you.
I got good
Yeah.
news.
That's going to be 11 acid damage and a concentration check from you.
You do not take the 11 damage.
Wait, a constant. Is it? Wait.
Is that to be from an attack or an effect? You can take the damage from it.
It's whether they would take a damage from any source, I believe.
Is it Constitution? Did I do that wrong? I feel like I did wrong.
Let's see. Concentration check.
No, it's a con save. A normal con save.
So you get +2.
Is it still within 10 feet if it's considered in the center of
If
the
you
eye?
take damage while concentrating on a spell, you must perform a concentration check to see if you maintain it. A concentration check is a constitution saving throw, DC equal to 10, or half of the damage you take, whichever is higher.
Oh, so 10.
So DC 10.
Okay, so we're good.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're good. You can still maintain the spell.
there's that.
Does that mean the orange takes 46 fire damage now?
On its turn, yes. So go ahead and roll 4d6 fire damage. $12 more fire damage. All right, fair enough. And then that is the end of the slime's turn. So Zan, you're up.
Wait, did I get sucked up?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's why you got covered by one.
man. That's
Yeah.
wild.
With your Constitution modifier of, what is it, 3? What's your
Yeah.
con mod? Yeah, 3.
It's 3.
All right, I was right. Go me. You have 3 minutes before you start suffocating.
I don't think I can suffocate.
Yeah, air
Yeah, air
generosity.
doesn't
Not
hand.
not
Oh,
incapacitated.
yeah.
No, don't gotta worry about breathing.
That's fair. All right, so you are immune to the second worst part of this.
I'm gonna just chill inside of it then.
And take acid damage over and over again.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
It's a cumulative 3d6 fire or acid damage for every round
Ooh.
you're in there.
Jeez. Okay.
So you just took 3. Next turn it'll be 6, then 9, then 12, etc.
Gonna try and break Liz out.
All right, sounds like a plan. 31 definitely hits for 12. All right. It'd be funny if you missed somehow. Congratulations. It's a boy.
Yay.
Or whatever Liz identifies
So
as.
piercing requires a dex save, but slashing doesn't.
So it's not because of the weapon, or it's not because of the type of damage. It's because of the weapon. Your rapier isn't your rapier isn't magical, is it?
+3 doesn't qualify as magical, does it?
Nope, that's just masterworked. The long sword of wounding, however, is a magical item. Magic items can't be melted by acid like that. Normal weapons can. If you had failed the dex save, your weapon would have taken a cumulative -1. If it got to -5, it would have died. Your weapon would be considered destroyed.
I'm glad I made
Granted-
all those saves then.
Yeah, granted, it would have had to eat through the +3 for your weapon before then. So you would have had to fail 8 dex saves like that in order for it to actually have destroyed your weapon.
And I got +5 on those. That's not gonna happen easily.
It's not, but it's still a possibility. All right.
So
Was
out of
that
the purple and the orange, which one looks more damaged?
uh
I think they're equal.
they
Oh wait, no. The
yeah, I was
purple's-
about to say they're gelatinous
Orange. It got
cubes.
it got the fire damage already, right?
Mhm.
Well, out of appearances, they look the same. But if you were keeping track of who's attacking what, orange is the most damaged.
So I'm gonna go on this side.
All right. Still in the attack range, so you can't provoke an attack of opportunity like that. 12 still hits. Gotta love gelatinous cubes.
Put some stank on that.
Oh, well, apparently it can't deal with the smell.
I still got 1 punch left.
One punch!
And you're taking 2 acid damage for every punch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let me get.
To be fair, 12 acid, not super lots. Alright. Anything else from Zan?
That's it.
Alright, Skiff, what you gonna do?
Drop weapon? Question mark?
I have a small knife, and I want to catapult it.
Alright, fair enough.
I mean, I have a direct shot at it without hitting anyone else.
Yeah, you do. And it is well within the range of the spell.
DC 15, Dex save.
Oh, man. So what you're saying is there's a chance. And it met the chance.
Wow.
It
This is
had
why he doesn't do magic, okay?
yeah. So natural 20 on the save. So it passed. Unfortunate. But hey, look at the bright side. You could go get your knife later.
Yeah, that's why I used it. It's small enough and it qualified, but also he didn't have to use up any of his other arrows.
Yeah. Anything else?
Move there and move there and turn.
All right, fair enough. Oh yeah, I guess I should. It's a little late, but there you go. That's what you're looking at.
I mean, there's only one left, so it's what we're looking at.
There is. Yeah, gelatinous cubes are interesting. I like them a lot. All right,
Yeah, they're
so
pretty basic.
top of the order, Agony. What you gonna do?
Can I hit it?
I suppose so.
Oh, I can.
You were
I'm
very
mad about-
angry it didn't get hit last time.
Yeah.
Not
There it
again.
goes. So I can
So
reroll
that's
those 1.
20. Yep, so that's 20 plus. So that's 12, so 32?
Yep.
It's not dead yet,
So 1 more, you're telling me.
and that hits.
So I can reroll both those 1s.
And it did max damage on the D10, too.
So 16.
And it's gone. It's gone. It's all gone.
Now we can.
Are we out of initiative?
We are out of initiative.
Skip
We are
retrieves
out
his
of
knife.
gelatinous cubes.
I have a question.
Yes.
Like, this is just like out of character, like
Mhm.
curiosity.
Sure.
What are they like? Oh shoot, what are they weak to? Like, what type of like attacks?
So gelatinous cubes themselves are not actually weak to anything. In fact, they only have immunities. They're immune to blind, charm, deafen, exhaustion, frighten, or prone. So you could have stunned it
Oh.
if you really wanted to, but I mean, their AC is trash anyway, and most of their relevant saves are garbage too. The
Okay.
only thing they have going for them is their ridiculous amounts of health and the fact that they do increasing amounts of damage the longer you stay inside.
Okay, because I was about to throw some acid on them, but then I was like, wait a minute, if they're throwing acid on me, like,
They are
Maybe I
neither
shouldn't.
vulnerable nor resistant to acid damage.
Okay.
Yeah. So for the body, it's been in there so long, the only thing that's left of it is literally bones. Not even its equipment survived.
Boo.
As for the inscription, there you go. 5th, quench the flame in thy palm with ice. And with that, we're now out of time.
Oh.
So we will see you next week on the next episode of D&D Z.